Meet me at the Blue Goose Hotel at 10 o'clock, when my husband, whom I hadn't seen in a long time, sent me this text message. I had just found out that I was pregnant after being told I couldn't have children. Just as I was about to share the good news with him, the first thing he said to me was, "I want you to meet my wife." "Your wife?" I repeated, certain I hadn't heard him correctly. He nodded slowly. "I married her, just a few months before my parents forced me to marry you." I felt a wave of dizziness. How much worse could things get? Over the past 6 months, I had been forced to endure a husband who hated my very existence and barely touched me. Because Jaden was supposed to marry my sister, but she died unexpectedly before the wedding, and I took her place to marry him. After we got married, I quickly fell in love with him. I hoped that Jaden would finally love me after the child was born. Isn't that what he wanted? A child from me, an heir. Every attempt to get pregnant ended in failure, because my uterus couldn't sustain a fetus beyond 4 weeks. One day, Jaden stopped accompanying me to the hospital. He became distant, spending less and less time with me. Until this morning, I learned from my private doctor, Rashford, that I was 2 months pregnant. Meet me at the Blue Feather Hotel at 10 o'clock, his text read. With a mix of excitement and dread, I retrieved the pregnancy test results from the hospital and rushed to the hotel. He was there, telling me he had another wife, so who am I? I looked up at him. "Jaden, are you joking again?" "What the hell do you mean, your wife?" I demanded. He smirked. "Why would I joke about this? I have a secret wife." "How long have you been married?" I asked. He rolled his eyes. "A year before you married me." "Why are you telling me now? You've never treated me like a wife anyway." "I just wanted you to meet Sophia because I can't keep her hidden anymore. She'll be living with us." "What? You want me to live with you and the woman you secretly married?" "I'll compensate you," he said. "Our original agreement was for you to have a child for me, then sign a divorce agreement. Luckily, you never managed to get pregnant." I clenched my fists, struggling to control my emotions. The pregnancy test results were still in my bag. I hadn't had a chance to show them to him yet. A soft knock came from the door. "She's here," he said, flashing me a faint smile. He opened the door and let a tall, slender blonde woman step inside. He cupped her chin with his hand, and their lips touched, then he pulled her tightly into his arms. I forced myself to look away. The only time Jaden had ever kissed me was on our wedding day, in front of our family. I silently vowed never to let my husband and his partner see me cry. I clenched my fists, holding onto my bag tightly, watching them kiss by the door. "Is she the one?" A soft female voice broke the silence. "Yes, this is royalty. You've met her before, dear." Jaden replied in a soft tone I'd never heard before. She looked at me with a hint of mockery. "She looks uglier than when I saw her at the wedding," she snorted. I froze. At the wedding? That meant Jaden had brought his secret partner to our wedding. "Welcome, Sophia," I said loudly. "My husband has told me a lot about you." She quickly glanced at Jaden, then looked back at me, furrowing her brows. "Before anything else, you must know that I am the reason Jaden came back to your pathetic ass. If I hadn't pushed him away, he'd rather be with me every single moment." "That's right," I said with a smile. "I also know that Jaden loves you so much he'd rather hide his love for you than let his family know." "Enough," Jaden shouted at me. "I forbid you to speak to my wife in that tone. The records show I'm your wife." I retorted, "Your legal wife, not some woman you need to hide from the public." He ran his hands through his hair, turned to face her, and placed his hands on her shoulders. "Listen, dear, this is our best chance to be together, so don't listen to her. In less than a year, she'll leave, and my family will accept you as my wife," he said. She glared at me from behind his shoulder. "If she bothers me again, I'll tear her apart." Jaden turned to me. "Listen, my wife will leave with us. We've already planned everything to make this easier for everyone." "What?" I asked, already bored.